What's up, y'all? I'm setting up my camera. And I'm working on more color tests, more texture stuff. I'm kind of like just making decisions on how I want to do this. I decided the draft I did yesterday wasn't quite right for what I want to achieve. So we're going to take a different approach. And honestly, I think I'm really excited about this so far. I just got to figure out, sorry, drinking a mini can of Dr. Pepper. I really need to stop with the junk food. My God. I'm going to probably try to go vegan after all this. Fuck it. Why not? Anyway. So, it appears I need to get more paper out. And we'll do some drafts. And then we'll probably do the real thing. Right now, I'm deciding on textures and exact coloring for both. I just did a watercolor test with, I don't know what to call it when I do this, but now I'm going to go to acrylic and do basically the same thing. The reason why I did both isn't really to see what the difference in the paint texture will be. One of them I'm going to plan on drying completely and then spraying with the water to create a spatter effect, and the other I'm just going to leave solid as is. And I'm going to decide which one fits this personality that I'm trying to depict more. But we're using basically the same colors and with little variation. I do not have a brown acrylic, so we're not using brown for this one. I used brown in the last one, but I do have that highlighter yellow, so I am, of course, tempted to use just a bunch of that for this. And we're going to see which color scheme and which texture is going to be the most appropriate. Right. So, got the paint thingy. Push this here. Right on. And we're just gonna.
It's you. You smell just like a human. Oh, really? Where's it coming from, Lynn? Come on. You're hiding something, aren't you? Show it to me. That's what you smell. Roasted. No way, Frog. I didn't realize that. Please, just a little bit. Just give me a leg. If you want to go up, pull the lever on your right.
That is a bit closer to what I am trying to achieve here, but there's some key things here that I'm also missing that I would like to achieve that I'm not quite getting with this. So this is a good draft, but this is not going to be the final product. I don't quite think. I have a better idea of where to go from here now. So we're just going to use the extra paint I have and try to fill in as best as possible. And I'm working on trying to the one thing I've been doing with these that, I want to critique and improve upon is that, I do muddle them a little bit too much. So we're kind of going to try not to layer while it's still wet and wait until it dries before we add anything else to it, and just kind of more just use this to fill in the spaces that don't have color instead. Ooh. Oops. Already fucking done. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this. It's a new account and nobody's following it yet, but I figured, just to kind of start using this more until I get a following going. It's definitely, it doesn't hurt. And when more people become familiar with the fact that I have this new page, I'll get some more visibility, you know, whatever. That's fine. So there you have it. That's test number 2. Yeah, there are things about this. The lighter yellow may or may not be necessary. It didn't show enough here. So I think I'll definitely, I guess, place the paints differently so that you can see more of it. It doesn't bleed so much into the black directly. Maybe I'll put the yellows more together. Like separate the two a little bit so there's like some spacing, get a little bit of the white underneath. And I want to achieve like an actual zigzag pattern. And I think I'm just gonna have to go for softer outer edges and like round it instead because I like this, but it's too boxy, and I need something a little bit more organic that matches their shirt as well because I'm trying to get that across as well. And they told me that their favorite color is yellow, so I want to make this like a very yellow character of them. Yeah. So we're going to continue. Go ahead and put this particular texture and color set. But what I'm also doing with these is I'm going to save them so that when other people, you know, say if I get a commission for something else, maybe they want to see what kind of textures and colors I'm capable of and what kind of like things I can do for them. So maybe it's a good idea to keep these so I can be like, all right, well, if you want me to paint who you are, do you want squiggles? Do you want splattered things? Do you want this color or that color combination? You know, can really customize it, not just on like my perception, but also like what they want. And it kind of refines my focus, so I'm not just like screeching for commissions from out into the ether and then taking like fucking really just difficult things that I'm not actually capable of and trying to do them. I feel like that's not smart, as ambitious as I tend to be. Nobody's listening to this shit, but whatever. And yeah, I literally use my clothes as a paint rag. I am the paint rag. Nobody has watched this. I'm just talking to no one. Sick. Oh. I'll let those two dry. I need more caffeine. I've totally spaced on this movie. so creepy and fucked up.
Can't believe I took that oath. Give a job to anyone who asks. Ridiculous. I hate being so nice all the time. Are you done yet? Oh, changed you.
Oof.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm gonna do this next one with the acrylics once again. But we're gonna do something else that I've been playing with. Kind of more of a
And it belongs to me.
Rorschach paper on paper stamp type deal.
Answer me, Zen. Yes, ma'am. You called for me? This girl signed a contract to set her up with a job. Right. What's your name? What? It's Zen. Okay, Zen. Follow me.
Alright. Now we do this.
Don't talk to me. Address me as Master Haku. I don't care if Yubaba gets angry with us. We're not taking humans. She's already in the contract. What?
I'm going to work very hard. We are not going to take her in our department. She'll stink up the whole place.
We don't want 3 days of eating our food, her smell will go away. And if she doesn't work hard, roast her, boil her, do whatever you want. Now get back to work. Where is Linda?
What? Don't you dump her on me.
Oh, that was an accident, but look at how fucking cool that is. We have like this like human looking silhouette going on here. You see that? It's like a nose and a lip. Kind of a wider forehead.
Come on.
This is going to be its own piece. Oh, wow. Look at what I fucking did with that.
I can't
That was
believe
literally
you.
like...
You're such a dope. I was really worried. Now keep on your toes. And if you need
Oh man, I don't want to touch it, but at the same time, I do have 2 drafts of it, so if I fuck up one, I can just leave it as it is. Okay.
So, this is our room.
That's
Some sleep and you'll be fine.
almost kind of fucked up, but
Right, Grace. You have to watch it yourself.
I think I know exactly what I'd like to do with this. This is going to be its own separate thing. It was just a color test, but that's, you know, it's okay.
What
I'm
about
gonna,
There are 2 here, are there?
yeah.
2 hackers? I can barely stand one.
Good.
Too big. He's Yubaba's henchman. Don't trust anything he says. Let's see.
This one doesn't have as much of the...
Here we go.
You know what? I actually don't want to fuck with it. I think I may just keep them both. They both look really cool. It's interesting what happened there. Fuck, that's cool. A lot of yellow and black today. Alright, well. You know what? We'll let y'all look at that. This one's definitely the better one of the 2, but let's take a look good. Oh, look at what I've just done. And we've got number 2 right here. Oh, cool. So cool. This might be closer to what I want, but also maybe not. I think I have to change some things about how I applied the paint. This might be more what I want. Perhaps. I love how, like, these are, like, my fingers here, pressing down on the paper, and these lines that showed up here are just the places where the edges of my fingers met. This would be my hand here. These are my 3 fingers here. Got a little bit of my pinky action going on here. You've got the same thing pushing upwards here. Wow, looks like I'm not sleeping tonight. Son of a fuck. Well, I'm going to take a little break from this live stream thing, and we will be back soon with more shit like that. Take a good look at that. Take a gander at that cool looking motherfucker.